Moody's, the US-based economic mood checker, has projected a very positive picture as far as India's economic growth story is concerned. It says that for 2024, the GDP growth rate will be at 7.2%. But there are many cautionary points which are also being raised. Now, one of the biggest concerns which India is facing is that of inflation tendencies as far as the food is concerned. Now, food inflation is believed to be, of course, because of the seasonal factors, but the government is hopeful, as is the finance ministry particularly, that with the increase in sowing of crops and also in easing of the situation and also increase in the food buffer stock, the situation will improve as far as food inflation is concerned, and that is definitely going to have an impact on the overall growth story or on the GDP figures, and hence this hope of a 7.2% growth as far as the GDP is concerned. However, the cautionary word coming in from the government also is that given the situation of food inflation and some concerns, there will be a tightening of the monetary policy by the RBI. So if people were hoping for a sharp fall in the repo rate, that is unlikely to happen. The RBI will have to be extremely conservative as far as its monetary policy is concerned. It's not just the internal, but it's also the external factors which are a matter of concern, and which is one reason why we are also seeing a few inflationary tendencies. Apart from the facts I pointed out about the food inflation taking place because of seasonal factors, there are geopolitical overseas concerns and tensions as well. Whatever happens in the world has a deep impact on the internal economics or politics of any country, and same is the case with India. In the Middle East, an upheaval, a change of regime in America, possibility of change in the economic and trade tariff policies, all of them are going to have a deep impact as far as India's economic growth story is concerned. What India is certainly hoping and is optimistic about is a slow easing up of all this situation, both internal as well as external. But one interesting point is that the growth that we are now seeing is largely in the rural sector, which means that more and more people, and this is something which we have reported about also earlier, that people in the rural sector are now becoming more and more aspirational. They're the ones who are also consuming. Their food consumption patterns have also changed. They've moved towards cereals rather from the earlier conservative way they were existing or eating, and having more fruits, different vegetables. All of these become a very important benchmark, because when your nutrition or food habits change, when you start experimenting, it also shows that your traditional food expenditure is intact, but you're able to save money and earn more, which is why you're looking into new territories and forays as far as the food habits are concerned. Also, as far as expenditures are going, spending money, there has been a growth in the rural sector. This is very important for a country like India, which is largely agrarian as well as heavy as far as the rural sector is concerned, and thereby the Moody's projection has certainly uplifted the mood of both the finance ministry and the government as well as the economic experts.